Hello, it's Anne. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's time for Friday Freebie. So, I want to make one of these, and I thought that I would do a little tutorial on how I made the last one. This is following a tutorial from Heather from Ruby and Pearl. If you want to go and check her channel out, she does some beautiful work. So I thought I might recreate another one of these. So the kit that I've got for you to download, I will go through that. So I think there's like 10 files all up in a zip, so just unzip it. And then I've got printing instructions in there, just if you get confused. So I'll just go through how to print it out. So you want some cardstock. I have a piece of cardstock that I've printed on. This is 200 GSM, so it's quite reasonably thick. So it needs a little bit sturdy for the cover. And on this one, I printed out the cover, the inside and outside cover on each side. So that's what you want to do with that one. And then just on normal copy paper in your printer, you want to print the letter. You want to print that on either side. So I think it's letter 1 and 2 or something like that. And print that on each side. And don't forget to put the papers in the right way after you print on one side. And then the other 5, you want to print them out. Print all those out, and then like so, and then put them all back in, and then print the back onto the backs of all of them, so that you have a nice back, just to make it look like them look like they're real faux aged pieces of ephemera. Alright, so I've got, there's a letter, and these ones are the documents, and then I've just got a few extra little images, a little photo kind of image, and a few bits and pieces that we can play with. I also got a piece of, this is a piece of sari ribbon. You can use anything that you have, just use what you have. If you've got ribbon or string, some crocheting string, or some wool, whatever you have, or you can just tear a piece of fabric, just thin, because we're going to make holes and then put that through. And I also have a piece of, this is the lace fabric in curtain material I'm going to use to put in there. But you can use whatever you have. Oops, sorry, I'm just folding it up, knocking the camera. Just use whatever you have. You have fabric, or you have a doily, or you have a beautiful old handkerchief, or whatever. Whatever you have that you want to put in there. And apart from that, you just need your usual things. You want a hole puncher of some sort. If you don't have some sort of hole puncher or a crocodile or something like that, just get the biggest needle that you have, the fattest, and use that to make that we're going to make holes. Use one of these, I can't think what they're called now. Oh gee, my brain is terrible like that. So you just need something to make a hole, and you can always, once you've got a hole, then you can always poke more things in there to try and make them a little bit bigger. And apart from that, I think maybe we want, I've got a bone folder and I've got some rulers. because we're going to use them. So just anything that you can, because we're going to age the edges. I also got some of my coffee mixture, and I've also got some ink pads. So just grab whatever you have, and I think that's about all we really need. And some scissors, and that's about it, I think. Just having some coffee. Oh, you might want a few paper clips as well. If we're going to make one of these, if you've got some dried flowers, or you can just go and grab something from the garden, we might make one of these as well. I'll have to go, I forgot about that. I'll have to go and get, that's alright, I'll go and sort that out later when we get to it. So anyway, to start with, I think we will, oh, that's right, with the printing, now if you can't print edge to edge, that's fine, just print and then tear the edges. We're going to tear the edges and stuff anyway. I'm not going to tear this one. I'm probably just going to do a little bit of aging on it. So I might just start with this one first. So first I'm going to do, I'm just going to, I want it that way. So I'm just going to get I like the folds that I have. So I'm just going to grab the folds. And I can give you some measurements in a minute once I get it sort of folded. About like that. Let me just make sure I've got it straight. Now, that's how I want it folded. Sorry about my cat. She's doing her usual meowing. Oh, that looks really nice. I like that. Alright, so what I have folded, so this is an A4 piece of paper. So I have folded it, so the top fold is about 7.5 centimetres. Yeah, so about 7.5 centimetres down, and the bottom fold is about 9 centimetres. So 9 centimetres in and about 7 centimetres in. And that makes this part about 13 or so. So that will give you, so let me see, if you work in inches, so about 3 inches, and this one here is about, say about 3.5 inches, not quite. So thereabouts. It doesn't have to be perfectly the same as mine. You just work with what you have. Alright, so I'm just going to age this. Oh, that's the other thing I did. Oh, I probably won't worry about that. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some folds. Because, you know, when things get old, you know, they end up having little folds and things in them. So I'm just going to go around and just, and the other thing you can do is just like that. And that's a really good way of just, you can use a ruler. Just going to do a few creases just along the edges, just to make it so it's not so. And I'm just going to do a couple of folds here. And now what I'm going to do, And I'm just sort of squeezing this. See how I'm just squeezing in my hand? Just along. Now, if you don't want to do this, you don't have to do this. If you like yours just nice and straight and no folds or anything, I'm just going to distress these folds a little bit. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my, I'm using ground espresso, distress oxide. Use whatever ink you have. And alright, I'm just going to do the edge. And then we'll go through and we'll find all those creases and that we've made. Alright, so now I'm just looking for those creases. I'm just going to, and I'm going to get my scissors and actually just be very careful. I'm just going to rough it up a little bit. Just to show a bit of wear and tear. And now I'm just going to just don't do too much inking on the creases, just to try and make them look a bit more natural. Just a little bit. Sort of don't do the whole thing. And that one there, I'm just going to. Okay. And here, I'm just going to do something on the. Like so. I end up with a little bit of a tear there, but that's fine. I'm just going to go in there and. Okay, got another bit of a fold here. I'm just going to get that one. And on the inside, I think I'm just going to rough it up a little bit. Like so. And I'm going to do the folds as well. And on the inside as well. I'm just adding a little bit of ink, I'm not just using what's on my brush, just so it doesn't become, you know, really dark. I just want a little bit, just to define them a little bit. I think I'm happy with that. I think that's looking quite nice. Let me put the lid on that. I think I'm happy with that. Alright. Alright, I'm going to put that one aside. There's my little cover. Alright, I think that one's good for now anyway. I'm just going to pop that over here And let's work on the letter now. Alright, first one I'm going to do is I'm going to tear it down. I'm going to tear it along the I'm going to follow this side, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm not going to use my thing, I'm just going to tear it just like this. I think I kind of like that better. It's just going to be a very tiny bit. Well, I'm just going to leave that edge for the moment, and then this edge I'm going to tear off. And if you don't have, you know, you can use anything. You can use an old credit card or gift card to do creases and that with. That works perfectly fine. Alright, and now I'm just going to do this edge, so I'm just going to take a little bit off here. Oh baby! I'm going to have to go and see if I can give her something. Right, so just carefully tear, and if you tear little chunks, that's fine. It just adds to the, like you see I have done there. I'll keep those couple of pieces because I might use them for something. And this side, I'm just going to do the same. I'm just going to do a little edge. Tear that off. Okay. Let's turn that really good. Alright, and you can see we've already got some folds here, so let's just follow the original letter that was folded. I'm just going to follow those folds . And there. Okay, so now I'm just going to go through and give them really good creases. And then I'm going to do the folds the other way as well. Really get them think they used to fold them. I think it was folded like this. Like so, yeah. Okay. I'm just going to... And of course they would have had a wax seal on there. Oh, I did actually... when I was in Kmart today, was that? I did actually find, it was really cheap. I actually did find a, and I did make one. These are supposed to be put in a glue stick, but I don't, glue gun. But I just got a little, you know, like a lighter and melted it. That worked fine. So I maybe might do one of them on there. Alright, let's get some ink. Oh, look, I'm going to go and sort my kitty cat out. I'll be back. Alright, so I've given her a chicken, ham and cheese all cut up and warmed up. And she's eating that, so hopefully she'll be happy now. Right, so now I'm thinking I might do a little coffee on this one. A little coffee mixture and just a paintbrush. And I'm thinking I'm just going to go around the edge. And then I'll set this aside to dry and we'll work on some of the other stuff. Now if you don't want to do coffee, you can just do ink or now I'm just sort of going around it a little bit. And I'm also going to do the creases. Alright, I'll just do the rest of it and I'll be back. Alright, so that went around the edges and I'm just doing a couple of splotches. I think that should do. I don't want to overdo it. Okay, I'm just going to let that dry. And then afterwards I'll do a little bit more distressing of the letter. So we'll just let that dry for now. Alright, I'm just going to turn this over so I don't get coffee stains over everything. Now the documents, I'm going to tear this one out. I'm going to tear these two out. So if you just want to do that, I'm just tearing them out by hand. You can just see, you know, where they sort of are. So if you want to do that and go through all the And you can tear everything out, which I might do actually. I might just go through and tear everything out. I'm just going to tear it out by hand. Or you can use a ruler too. You could use a ruler too. Like so. And just tear it out like that. And that works out really nice too. But I do like that sort of torn edge look too. Does look very similar, but a little bit. So do that, go through. Like this one is a full, but I'm just going to distress the edge of that, I think. Or I might tear, actually I want it a little bit smaller than the, so I will tear a little bit off the edges on this. So I want it just a little bit smaller than the, actually I think, no. I won't be able to tell otherwise. I'm just going to tear a little edge off here, like so. Oh, it's very hard there. There. And I'm going to tear a little bit off the top, just so it's a bit smaller. Oh, I'm just going to tear it by hand because I can't seem to get the rule. Oh no, it's turning out very oh gee, Barb. There we go. And no, I might actually, let me just find, where's my, how do I build that? There it is. I just want to make sure that it's going to be, no, I need to tear a little bit off all the edges, I think. Alright, so go through, tear everything out, and then we'll be back and we'll do some more work on it. Alright, so I went through and tore everything out. You see I've torn all the edges off. It looks a little bit rough, which is what I want. Like, so if you don't really want it all rough looking, you don't have to tear it. This is, you just do what you like. So this is what I like. So everything's torn off, and then I'm just sort of, so I've torn all the edge. Now, when you tear them off, you tear them off how you want. If you want to have a little bit of an edge around them, you can have a little bit edge. And then I just got these little bits and pieces which we can play with. So I think the thing now is, I'll put those over here. Now I want to do the edges of all these. So I'm going to do with the ink, I think. So actually, first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through and distress each piece. So this one's got fold marks there, so I'm actually going to fold it on those fold marks. The original one had fold marks there, so, and I'm just getting my ink again. No, actually, I'm going to distress it first. So I'm just going to do the edges again. And if I get tears, that's fine. I'm quite happy to have tears. And I'm just squeezing the paper between my fingers, between like that, going squashing. Okay, and now I'm just going to look, nice little crease happening there, so I'm just going to go with that. Okay. And now I'm just going to get my ink, and I'm going to go around the edge again. Just get all those white edges off. Just going to get this fold here. And this fold. And the other side as well. So my brush is quite dry now. I'm just going over it here and there. Okay, I think that's good. I'm happy with that, and I might even gonna get my coffee and just do a little. Don't want to overdo it. Okay, let's put that aside to dry. Let's do the next one now. Same thing, I'm just going to scrunch the edges with my fingers. I think that actually works better than the ruler. Now I'm just having, I thought I saw, yep, there's a fold line there. That was in the original letter. I'm just going to follow that. And there's also a fold line here, I think, just very faintly. I'm just going to do that one as well. And just I'm going to do that again. Oh, and also, excuse me, good to do it on the folds. Okay, now I'm just going to get my ink. I've got quite a bit of white there showing, so I'm just really getting that. Getting the corner. Just going to get that really. Now I'm going to get do the folds. So, I think you can see what I'm doing. And look, I even got a hole, see, which is great. And I'm just going to enhance that. So I think you sort of see what I'm doing, and I think what I'll do is, just so the video doesn't get so long, just go through and do all the other ones. The same sort of thing. Do your crunching, do your... and do some coffee. Just don't do it on every single piece, because then it sort of starts to look like it's a bit... I might just do some of these edges. Yeah, so just make sure you do both sides. Alright, so now I'll see you back when you've done all of your pieces like so. Okay? Alright, so I've gone through and distressed all my pieces. I've added some, even some that haven't got any fold lines, so I've added a few fold lines here and there. That one's already did. This one here, I added coffee to it, and I added a little bit of coffee to, oh, let me just fix this camera, it's not quite straight. A little bit of coffee to there. It did, because it was wet and I was playing with it, it did start to come apart. So I did think, I remembered I had a very long time ago, I made these sticky tape. This is just clear sticky tape, and then I coloured it with alcohol inks, I think it was. But you could probably, I just got it on a bit of wax paper, and I was thinking I might just add a piece, even though they probably didn't have sticky tape in those days. It doesn't matter. This is just for our fun. So I'm thinking I'm just going to add a bit of, just makes it look like it's old. So I'm just going to grab, I'm not going to use all of it actually, and I'm going to cut it in half. Or maybe I might just tear it, I think. Will it tear? Oh yeah. Then it's not straight. And I thought I'd just add a piece here. And I wonder if no, I might not worry about that piece. Some of the other ways you could probably, if you got stays on ink, I'd say that would work. Let me just try it. Though my stays on ink's not really working anymore. But I dare say stays, oh yeah, there's still a little bit there. Need to buy some new ones. That should work. That probably is a little bit dark. I wonder if I can, let me just grab a baby wipe and just see if I can get a little bit of that off. A little bit's coming off, just so it's not quite so dark. I think that looks better. That looks better. Oh, I just tore it again. Oh dear. Alright, I'm going to use the other piece now. Just taking a little bit of that. Good. Alright, let me just do that. There we go. Goodness me. So anyway, so now I've distressed all of them, added fold lines. You know, if the document already had fold lines, so I added some more. This is dry. I'm thinking I'm happy with it. Oh no, I need to distress it a little bit, just there. I didn't scrunch the edges. Let me just scrunch the edges a little bit. Alright, so now I'm just going to arrange them in my folder. Where's my folder? There it is. So I'm going to put, I decided I want to put that one first. And I'm thinking, let's see, that one, and then I think that one, and that one, and then I want that, And I'm thinking I'm going to put that like so. So it's like that. And then I want a piece of this in between somewhere. Now where, I'm not sure. I'm just going to cut a piece that's going to fit about there. And like I said, feel free to do whatever you want. I'm just here for inspiration. If you want to do it differently, you do yours differently. This is your project. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to have to cut that down. I was thinking of between those two. Let me have a look. If I pop it there, so I can just, I do like that. Cut the top off, or should I have it between? No, I'm thinking there. Yeah, no, I'm going to put it there. I'm going to put it there. So I want it to. So I'm going to have that, and then like so. Actually, what I might do is I might just leave it like so, and I'm actually going to put it all together, that envelope I need to, and I'm going to pop that there, and that there. And I was thinking, where's those other pieces? Where did I do those? I've lost my other pieces that I cut out. Where did I put them? Alright, I'm going to have a, I don't know what I've done with them. They were just underneath something I'd put on top. Now, and I was thinking maybe of adding, where's that one? I was thinking of adding that to it. So, and I think I might just ink the edges a little bit of this. But I might need a bit of. And I'm thinking I'm going to add that to there as well. I think that will look pretty. I might actually do it like so, or like so I can see some of that writing. Yeah, like that. Alright, so I'm going to, oops, I didn't bring any clips, did I? Oh, I got some safe, oh no, that might be right. Got these little paper clips, I mean. So if I pop one there, just make sure that's all lined up the way I want it. And I've got that straight, yep. Got that, and I got that. And I might just add, one here, just so they don't move, and I'll put some holes in it. And I might just put one more here, hopefully not where I want to put the holes. Oh, another one over here. Okay, I think that's good now. Let me just have a look, make sure I've got everything up here where it needs to be. Yeah. Alright, so I'm thinking I need to put, I'm going to have to move that one. Move that one. Let me see. So that's about the middle. I'm going to put this paper clip right where I think the middle is, which is about 11. Yep, it's a little bit more over there. So I might actually just do a hole there and a hole there. So I might do one about 6 centimetres in. So I might just make some marks. So I'm going to put it one about here, not right at the top. So I'm going to come down about 1 centimetre. I'm going to do one hole there. And about one there. Okay, so just check again, make sure I've got everything how I want it. There we go, I think that's good. And I'm going to do my holes now. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my sari ribbon and I'm just going to feed that through the hole. Like so. Oops, I got a little bit of a, hopefully I can go through, yep. I'm just grabbing the ends and I'm going to, like so. And I'm going to tie a knot. Or should I have I'm just having a look to see. I'm thinking maybe, what if I do it like that and then I'm going to do it like that actually. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm actually going to do some knots like this, and I'm going to get it right down to the end. And it helps if you have something there, and one knot here, and that'll stop it from coming out. Okay, and that should keep that. And one thing is I'm thinking this piece here and that piece there. I'm wondering if I really should have had one more. Actually, what I might do is take these pins out. Not pins. Safety clips. Oh God, I got it stuck in the fabric there now. Alright, let me just grab, and what I might do is I might just, let me cut this excess off. Hopefully I might need to get some better scissors. I'm just going to cut, alright, it's cutting alright. Cutting that excess off, and what I'm thinking I might do here, because it's only got one hole, is I might just put a clip here, or actually no, what I might do, yeah, I'm going to go and get some needle. I don't think I have any here. I'm going to go and grab some needle and thread, and I'm just going to sew a little knot just to hold it there. I'll be back. Alright, I've got a needle and thread, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to gather everything apart from, I'm not going to gather the main page, but I'm just going to grab everything else, and I'm just going to do a little, just going to do a little stitch in here. And I'm just going to tie just to hold those papers. I'm just going to go underneath here and just grab those threads. That'll be fine just to hang here underneath there, and you don't even see it. So that'll just help keep that all together, so it won't all fall apart. I did get it a little bit crooked, but never mind. Never mind. Alright, so I might just trim this up. Oop, I might just trim this a little bit here. A little bit crooked. I don't really want it hanging outside. Okay, that's good. I'm loving it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so now let's fix this letter. So the letter just needs to be folded. Ah, that's right, I was going to, and I might just, adding a little bit of ink there. And actually, what I am thinking I might do instead is, I've still got some of that thread. This is just the cotton crocheting thread. I'm actually thinking I'm going to tie it, and I've got some lavender that's been, I've just picked them and they've just been sitting, they're dried, they must be, yeah, they are dry. And I might just, oh, I can smell it, it smells beautiful. And I'm just going to pop that, uncut that. And actually what I'll do is I'm going to get the thread, hopefully it's long enough, should be, and I'm just going to tie on there first, tie my lavender, yep. Let's do that. Oh, that lavender smells beautiful. Oh, goodness me. Yeah, I don't know if you don't have any dried flowers. I mean, you could just put a little picture there, or maybe a little charm. Yeah, I've got bunches of, I've got lavender growing in my garden, so I would love to give you some if I could. So you could do this too, but if you don't, just use something else. Obviously you could use a charm, you could just put a little picture there. Let's, I'm just going to do a little tie here. Oh, if I can grab it. Goodness me. Like so. And now I'm just going to tie around that lavender again. So just have the threads coming from different directions. And do a knot. Let me see, I want it like that. And I'll just do a little bow, I think. Just do a little bow. Sorry, I hope I was doing that on camera. And I'm just going to cut these. Oh, that's really sweet. Kind of want it to sit there like that, right there. Okay, so that's done. So that's going to, and I'm just going to get this, because we already got the folds there. Now I'm just going to fold it again, just with everything in there. Just make sure everything gets folded nicely. Stay in there. It's not, put a ruler in there. And I'm going to do the same over here. Something like that. Oh, get in there. Okay. And now when I'm fold that in there, and that's like so. It sticks out a bit, but that's alright. I don't mind. Now I'll have that sitting in here. Oh, this is so beautiful. I have that sitting in here, and I'm just going to pop a paper clip just to hold it in here. I'm just paper clipping to the papers in here, like so, just to hold it there. Oh, that's so beautiful. I love it. And let's see, what else have we got? Might pop her in there as well. I'm going to pop her picture in there too. So romantic. I'm just going to, where's that fold there? Pop that down there and pop that one. I'm trying to see her. Can't quite see. Oh, maybe I'll put it that way, so I can just see her face just a little bit. There. It'll get a little bit folded, but that's all right. Like so. Just see her face a little bit. And I don't think I really need anything else, do we? Oh, maybe pop this, not pop this one, just in here. Not pop that one there. I'm just winging this, you know, so you have a play with how you want to arrange everything. Or should we pop it? Or maybe just, see, maybe since we can't see her, maybe I might just pop that in there. Like so. And I was thinking, right, let me just get this right now, the way I want it. I was going to do, but since I got the flower there, I'm not going to do one of those. But you could do one of those if you want. I went and got the, I got trace, so you could use tracing paper, you could use wax paper or anything that's see-through, any sort of paper that you have. Maybe even deli paper might be see-through enough, I'm not sure. Actually, if I pop that there like so, I could put a little paper clip, then we can just get it right on the edge and get that one right on the edge so I can just see her face. And I'm going to pop another little paper clip there. Oh, I love this. It's turned out beautiful. Alright, so now I'm just going to pop that down and pop that down. And I was thinking of maybe, no, I don't think I'm going to. I think I love it just the way it is. I'm not going to use those. And now I'm thinking I'm just going to, what about if I do it like so? And you could tie it so many different ways. Let me get that thread off. So I could tie it like so. That's very pretty. Or you could tie it, which is what I was thinking originally, was to have one go this way, one go this way, and then the other one go the other way. Oh, no, I've gone the same way. That one go this way. And then could meet in the middle. With a bow. That looks quite good too. I think I like the other one better. Oh, and you could actually go the other way too, couldn't you? Could go like that. Like so. Like so. And then come and do a bow. Come and do a bow in the middle. I think I like the way I just did it the first time. Alright, well anyway, you have a play with yours and you do however you want to. I'm just here for inspiration. I like it this way better. Like so. Come around a couple of times. And now I'll do my little bow. I love it. Alright, I hope you have fun, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time for another video. Happy Friday, Freebie, and see you next time. Bye-bye.